I want to take you to Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, where the Uwezo Fund is launching their 5-year strategic plan, and I can see the PS for SMEs, Susan Mang'eni, is speaking, and let's listen to what she's talking about.
Million person. About 98% of MSMEs of businesses are micro enterprises that employ less than 10 persons. The medium enterprises account for only 0.2% of MSME in the economy, and the sector accounts for 30% of GDP. Female participation in this sector is relatively higher in micro enterprises compared to small enterprises. Further, female-owned enterprises are largely informal and therefore face disproportionately higher constraints in access to opportunities such as finance and markets. I know Mheshimiwa Olwach, yesterday we were somewhere where some research findings were being discussed, and we were challenged that according to that recent survey, that businesses which are owned by both female and male do well. So I don't know if that was because the person was presenting as a man, but because it's evidence-based, we can say that there is a need also to promote inclusive businesses, not both women and men. And I think this challenge comes to Uwezo Fund, and we have discussed it before. The need also to start appreciating the demand, or rather the need of support to our men also who are vulnerable. Also coming up with specific financing intervention, targeting also men. It's not only women who are vulnerable, we have also men who are overburdened and who are at the bottom of the economic pyramid. I think it is a challenge that us as Uwezo Fund, we can also take up. And of course, youth, as we know, that the majority of our population, and therefore are unemployed. And I also want to say, and just to observe, that the biggest problem that we face as a country is the problem of unemployment. And when you talk about unemployment, we talk about youth unemployment. If you look at our workforce of 20 million, only 3.5 million are formally employed. So what does that mean? It means that somehow about 16.5 million, and this is according to the data of 2016. I want to believe that up to now, maybe the numbers, the workforce has grown and the numbers of people who are unemployed has actually also surged. We could be talking to the tune of maybe 17, 18 million thereabout, who are outside there trying to do something just to survive. And those are our customers. Those are our targeted population that we as Uwezo Fund, we as the sector of MSME needs to be intervening for. So, as we look at, ladies and gentlemen, central to our vision is the digitalization of table banking practices. We realize that whenever we are outside there and we talk about Kenya, Kenya is known for a very strong cooperative movement. Kenya is also known for a very strong table banking movement that we have. But we realized as a board that this is one sector that is not regularized, is not regulated. So it doesn't even have a policy. And I think one of the key policy action that will be coming from the strategic plan, which we are targeting, is to ensure that we have a policy which will be guiding the operation of the table banking practice in this country. We'll also be looking forward to ensure that we create visibilities of our groups. We take advantage of the progress we made in the digitalization space, technological space, as we know, especially digital financial solution, and see if it is possible to digitalize all the groups, the social groups, all the groups that we've been serving as Uwezo Fund, being served by other agencies like the Youth Enterprise Fund, like the Women Enterprise Fund, all those people whom we've been serving, all groups that are registered under the Social Service Department. We also need to digitalize them. And why are we saying we need to digitalize? Yes, we are well known for a strong cooperative movement, for a strong table banking movement. But when it comes to impact, we are really not feeling it. Our people continue being poor, our people continue being discriminated against access to credit, meaning that even as they do the table banking amongst themselves, it's not making a lot of influence to them in terms of building their capacity to access credit.
With me is the Principal Secretary in the State Department of MSME. This is, I'm losing our name. I mean, I'll give you the name. I mean, but what is she talking about? My producer, such a fantastic lady there, Jacqueline Wasolo. She's reminding me this is Susan Mang'eni. She's talking about the Uwezo Fund, and this is on the occasion to launch the 5-year strategic plan of this important fund, and she's bringing in the aspect of proper management and, of course, gender inclusivity in the management of this fund.